There's so many lizard men in video games. Not even a lizard man from Might and Magic does make it, but that is probably the best lizard man from Might and Magic. These are the top 10 lizard men in video games. We're starting off with a very classic one that everyone knows. It's the Lizalfos from the Link Legend of Zelda games. And there's a whole bunch of different kinds of them. Basically, in every different game, the Lizalfos do look different. And sometimes they look like this, and some other times, like in other artworks, they do look like this. I think that might be for Nintendo 64. This next one is for 9. It's for the number 9 spot. This is a lizard man. Most of these lizard men are from, they look medieval style. This is from Elder Scrolls Arena. Yes, we all know about other Elder Scrolls lizard men, but these are about the ones with swords and shields and axes and swords and shields like this. Most lizard men are usually in medieval settings for whatever reason. We're talking about Skyrim this time, not just Elder Scrolls. This is Elder Scrolls Skyrim, and it has these lizard people here. And they can swim around and breathe underwater just like lizard people can, and they're also in Oblivion too. This next one is number 6 that we're talking about, and it's a lizard man, once again medieval style lizard man, axe, sword, and shield from Final Fantasy Chronicles of the Crystal for the GameCube. But this time we're talking about the Lizard Man King. That's right, he's the king of all lizard men, and he's got these crazy weapons like a spike, crazy shield or something. And that's what he is, the king of all lizard men. So if you think he doesn't look like a lizard man, he's the king of them all. So that's why he's bigger than the other lizard men. These are normal lizard men. And these are from the Final Fantasy 12 games. They're called Bangas. And they're lizard men that are slightly different from other normal lizard men. They have droopy ears that make them sort of look like Eeyore. They are humanoid, not fully humans, but they're men, lizard men. And they have the floppy droopy ears for Final Fantasy 12. This next one is not a medieval style lizard man. It's the first one who's not. It's because it's from the Spider-Man game. Remember the reptile man from Amazing Spider-Man? He's called the Lizard or something. But in this game, there's just one lizard. But in other games, there's other lizard when he turns other people's into the lizard. This next one is Turok Evolution, and Turok this is the only one that has future lizard men. These are like Dino Men, but they're just lizards. They're just giant lizard men, and they're from the future. They have guns and stuff, and they shoot at Turok, and you have to shoot them. And these are more medieval style lizard men. And they're from the Shining Force games, Shining Force 1 and 2, and probably other different Shining Force games. And like the Resurrection of Dark Dragon. And you battle them in battle. And they have axes and shields, which is common for lizard men. It's a common thing for lizard men to have. This one has a sword and a shield. His name's Lizard Man. And he's from a fighting game probably called Soul Calibur. And he looks different in his different games. All the different games he does look slightly different. I don't know why the Lizard Man has to look that different in every game, but he does. But all these are the best Lizard Man of his, and you probably can pick your own from which you think is the best one. This next one is this Lizard Man. He's just a normal Lizard Man, but he does sometimes have weapons and stuff, which a lot of lizard men do. And of course he's the lizard man from that one game. Castlevania for the N64 is the top number 1 lizard man. And thank you for joining me for the top 10 lizard men in